Hello and welcome to Xquizit Info, your how-to channel. Today I'm going to show you how to download and install Windows 10 using USB flash drive. Please stay with me and I'll take you on a step-by-step guide from downloading Windows and to running from the flash drive itself. Now, also, if you do stick around all the way to the end, I'll show you a bonus guide on how to remove any errors that you're getting on installing these Windows. Whether it's USB or normal, you might get these BIOS errors, and this will help you to eliminate those BIOS errors completely. So do stick around to the end and that bonus will definitely be there. Right, so first of all, you need Windows 10, so you need to download that from the Windows website, Microsoft website, and the option you need is create Windows 10 installation. So click on this one and you download and save it in your desired location. I have my documents as my desired location. It's easier for me to find, so basically just save it, and once that's done you simply find that media creation file. I've got quite a lot, so I'm just going to choose this and run it as normal. So we've now made it to the license terms and conditions, so obviously you need to accept and wait for it to finish things off. So when we move to the next step, I'll start recording from there. In the meantime, I'll just pause it just to give you a bit of breathing space. So now we get to this page, basically this step here: upgrade this PC or create installation media USB. So basically this is the one we need, the create media. When you click on this one, you click next, and then you can change the setting from English United States to United Kingdom, or whichever you prefer. I'd like to keep it simple using the recommended itself, so I just click on next. And like I said, this is one of the very important steps, so you follow the steps correctly to do everything and then it will work. Otherwise, you'll be stuck. So what you need to do is, I know it says here USB flash drive, most of yous will just click on this one and continue everything else. Now if you do this, it will not work. The thing that I'm trying to show you, the software, it will not work with this. So what you need to do is click this one, ISO file. This is the image file for the Windows. I know it does say DVD, but doesn't matter, just forget this part. Click on ISO file and click next. This is what you need, and when you do that, like before, you save it. So I'm going to save it and let this run as well. And so as you can see, it's still progress. Let this go all the way to 100%, like any other things that you're trying to install, and then obviously I'll show you the next step. So I'll come back once this is done. So guys, instead of waiting, what I'll do is let this go all the way to 100%, and in the meantime show you something else as well. So basically this is going to the 100%. I'll show you the software that you need in the meantime. What you need to do is find a software called Rufus. You can go to Google and type Rufus, or you can just simply go to the website and type rufus.ie. In Google you'll type the same thing, rufus, and if it doesn't find it, just type USB next to it to make it easier. And when you get to this page, as you can see, you need to download Rufus, the very latest version, which is the top one. The other ones are portable and so on, but I want to keep it simple, so I click on the first option. And you save it like before. Make sure you save it in a place you can find it easily, so I'll save it in documents, and once that's done, you run it. So when you run the Rufus software, you'll get something like this. This is the Rufus software. This will help us to achieve what we're trying to achieve, to install Windows and run from the USB itself. So what you need to do is click on, it's very simple, click on select, that's all you do, and click the Windows file that I had in my documents. So click open. It's there now. So this will work. All you need to do is start, and then it's gonna write everything from the image file into your flash drive, and that's how you can run it. But like I said in the beginning, that I have a bonus tip for you guys if you stay all the way through. So before I run this, I'll give you the bonus tip. Now the bonus tip was, some of us are getting this issue, like in the beginning when you install everything and you're trying to run Windows. Now this is not just to do with the flash drive, this can be with the CD as well. When you're trying to install it from CD or DVD, the errors you get in the beginning is one of these two errors, or maybe different as well, but the one I had was an error occurred with the boot selection, verify media is present and retry. You might get this one: this PC has been prevented from booting in legacy mode. To protect your data, please reconfigure your UEFI firmware. So all this is the BIOS is having an issue. It's not recognizing whether to run this new file that you're trying to install, the new Windows, through legacy mode or UEFI. And if you got the legacy, unfortunately it doesn't allow you to run Windows. Again, reinstall it. So the best thing to do is to follow this step. I know you can do this by going to Google and keep going through the BIOS and changing settings, but I always like to keep it simple. I mean, I've tried all those steps. Unfortunately I couldn't do it. All these YouTubers, they're trying to tell you this thing, how to remove this BIOS error and run this exactly the same thing, but unfortunately all they do is go to cmd command and then type this, type that, and it takes forever. And unfortunately you might even mess up the BIOS itself. Rather than fixing things, you might mess you up, and that's not what we want. So instead of doing all those steps, going through Google and everything, finding this very simple solution just to remove those BIOS errors, all you need to do is like before, you've done everything like earlier, select and Windows, same thing like before. So let the Windows come into there. So instead of pressing start, you need to change just a simple thing, only one thing you need to change, nothing else. As you can see, everything else I'm going to leave as they are. Yeah, all I'm going to do is change this was actually on GPT, so I've already changed it. So from GPT, this will be GPT in the beginning. So all you do is change GPT to MBR. So unfortunately I've already had it. I was gonna show you, but it doesn't matter, it's already there. So you'll have this, you'll have this when this is loaded, GPT in there, partition schemes. So all you need to do, if you haven't got it this already, like changed, or if you don't have this MBR on the beginning, so all you do is change the GPT to MBR. And as you can see here on GPT, it's FAT32. so if you change that to MBR, it changes that to NTFS. Now you can't do that, anything else, just leave it as is. Like I said, you don't need to change this, you don't need to worry about NTFS and all this. All you need to do is change that MBR from GPT and keep this target system to BIOS. As you can see, look, when I change this is there, UEFI non-CSM. So when you change this, it even changes that as well. Look, BIOS or UEFI CSM, so it's changed. So what you do is click start, yeah, and this is the warning. It's telling me that there's stuff on the USB file, so if I click OK, it'll completely destroy it. So basically it's formatting it. So if I don't want anything, all I need to do is click OK. And if you have stuff that it's very important to you, make sure you first move those stuff over to wherever you want to move it to, and then click OK. Once you click OK, everything is gone. So basically I'm going to click OK because I don't need anything on that USB. So it's clicking already. Now it's deleting partition, so anything on the USB is now completely clearing out, it's formatting. So that's it, it's gone now. And this is a very, very fast system. This Rufus is very good. It doesn't take long at all. As you can see, it's already formatted and is now started on copying file from the image file into the USB itself. You can format the USB through different methods, but I'd like to let Rufus do everything. I'd like to keep things simple, just stay in one place. Call me lazy, call me whatever, but I'd like to keep it simple. Do it everything. If something can achieve something for you, like, you know, if one thing can achieve a lot of things for you, you might as well stick to that, and then instead of moving around. So I'd like to stick where I am, you know, instead of me moving around. There's no point. Let this do the job for me. Yeah, okay. So while this is running, I'll also, you know, add in, I'll also will tell you something about the running through USB, how to achieve this. It's very simple for all of us, and fortunately there may be someone that'll probably find this, you know, slightly difficult. So, you know, those who already know this, please bear with me. I hope you don't mind, because this is running anyway as it is, so you're not losing out by listening to this. But if you feel bored, do, you know, mute the volume. That's all I can say. So how to run basically from the USB itself. I've done everything else. Now, you know, you may be struggling now, you know, how to, you know, basically run this whole thing through USB. So all you need to do is, when you start the Windows, and you need to click, look, I'll post it here as well. 1 second, sorry, that's a wrong post. Shouldn't really do that, but it should have been there, but I don't have it right now. Anyway, so make it easier. What you need to do is basically click escape when you start the Windows. Keep clicking escape, F1, F2, all the way to F10. So basically it depends on your system. You may have Dell, they're different. I have HP, it's different. So I'm not sure which one is yours, but from escape all the way to F8 or F10, you know, one of these one will take you to BIOS. So when you get to the BIOS screen, you need the BIOS screen. In there, you need to change the boot sequence. It'll give you the boot sequence in different orders. The first one usually is HD drive. You know, this is the main, it's the hard drive. So you need to change that, replace that with the flash drive in first, you know. So make sure you bring the USB into top, #1 priority, and then click F10 to save and exit. So when you do that, it'll restart the Windows. When the Windows restarted, it'll start running from the flash drive itself, instead of you doing all those again. So guys, when this is fully 100%, what happens is basically all you do is take the USB out and, you know, start the Windows and run it. That's all it is. I hope I've covered everything as well as I could, and I hope you didn't mind me stuttering a bit, because I was trying to explain and I might not be a good explainer. But I hope you did like this video. If you did, please do click on the thumbs up button, and also, if you could, please subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate, and hopefully I'll see you around. You know, don't forget to click the bell icon, so in case I do upload any more videos, you'll see it first. Anyways, hopefully see you around. Take care, guys, and if there's any other topics that you want me to talk on, please do comment below. Or if you're struggling on this method, or if you got any other method that you want to share, please do tell us in the comment below. So for now, it's Xquizit Info saying goodbye to all of yous. Take care, guys.